Hey folks, I'm KP Burke, and if you know anything about American history, you would know that anytime we invent something new, there's two things we ask ourselves. One, can I have sex with it? And two, if not, can I kill someone with it? That's how electricity went down too. You hear about electricity, you think about Ben Franklin with a key on a kite? How about this weird one? Thomas Edison and, his boy Tesla, Nikola Tesla, they had a little beef going on. It was called the War of the Currents. And here's the invention of the electric chair in 3 minutes or less.
Go!
So public hangings were getting a little bit too gross for people. You'd go there, sometimes their neck would break, sometimes it wouldn't break, sometimes they'd wind up impaling. Sometimes there would just be a guy completely losing his entire guts out in front of a large crowd. So we wanted to find a weird fun way to do a humane version of capital punishment.
What?
Now, electricity comes in two forms. You have direct current coming from Thomas Edison, and then you have Nikola Tesla, who invented this weird thing called AC. So the battle of the currents was alternating current versus direct current. AC versus DC. AC versus DC. AC versus DC. The two of them wind up getting into a weird beef about this one. So this is a dark chapter in Thomas Edison's history. He was once known as the Wizard of Menlo Park and is absolutely instrumental genius in American history. However, this particular part, he's going to go a little bit Darth Vader. He decides that he's going to take the alternating current technology developed by Nikola Tesla and funded by a guy by the name of Westinghouse, who also made elevators, and he's going to use alternating current to use for capital punishment. That's right, the electric chair, folks. They're going to invent the electric chair, and they're going to use alternating current to try to get people to be afraid of alternating current. Well, I don't want that powering my house. That's what they used to power the electric chair. I want safer direct current, except that's not what happened. Oh, and by the way, they tested this thing out on elephants. Circus elephants got put down using alternating current. Well, that's what happens when you feed them peanuts and cigarettes, though, Kahuna. Everything's going to be good to go, right? Tesla's a little bit pissed off and hurt by this because he's not getting the respect he deserves from Edison. Edison's upset because now he's afraid that he's going to lose the monopoly he's created on an invention that he's been a paramount part of.
Rich people.
All of that being said, what do? They decide they're going to use this for the electric chair, and they have an electric chair. By the way, there's famous electric chairs. I don't know if you guys know this. Old Smoky, Old Sparky, and Yellow Mama. These are famous electric chairs. The most famous one being the one that unfortunately kills the first man ever to be given the death penalty via the electric chair, William Kemmler. Kemmler, who murdered his wife with a hatchet, even agreed he deserved to die.
1 minute.
As they shaved his head and sponged it down with a wet sponge helmet, then strapped him in with leather restraints into a wooden chair and shot a deadly level of voltage through him. All of this signed off on by Thomas Edison. What winds up happening? It's not enough to kill him. He doesn't die right away. He sits there. They say, okay, time to crank up the volume a little bit here. They crank up the voltage. They wind up frying this guy from the inside.
They don't realize he's dead until the smell of his burning flesh is emanating from the room.
They absolutely cooked him. They cooked him Green Mile style. He ain't wrong, folks.
30 seconds.
What winds up happening, too? This poor bastard dies. They make a bunch of modifications to everything, too. What happens with AC and DC? Well, as you can tell, since Nikola Tesla invented the safer alternative, he goes ahead and does that thing. What winds up happening is this. Thomas Edison steals the whole idea, then sells his company to J.P. Morgan. Tesla dies penniless, and now the Edison Electric Company is called General Electric. That was 3 Minute Loser. I'm KP Burke. Hey, if you like that but want to know a little bit more detail about it without me speeding through it like I'm on cocaine, please check out American Loser. The podcast link is down here in the description.
It's a great show.
Love you.